Children, you all know our body has various organ systems, and each of the organ system perform various functions for our body. So let us discuss different types of organ systems which are present in our body. So let's study first about skeletal system. Main organs that form our skeletal system are bones of different shapes and sizes. See children, you all know there are 206 bones in our body. These bones together form a complete framework. You can see in the diagram here, this is the complete framework of bones. These bones together form a complete framework or system. This framework of a bone is known as a skeleton or system. This framework holds our body together and it is called the skeletal system. And this framework holds our body together, and that's why it is called as a skeletal system. So this framework holds our body together, and because of it, it is called as a skeletal system. Okay, now let's see. The skeletal system is made up of bones. It gives shape to the body and supports it. It helps us to move. Because of the bones or because of the skeletal system, our body got the proper shape. These bones or skeletal system supports our body. And because of the skeletal system, we can move around. Then the skeletal system protects the other organs of the body. Along with this, skeletal system or skeleton protects the internal organs of the body. For example, the skull protects the brain and the rib cage protects the heart and lungs. See, you can see here, this is the skull, and this skull protects the brain. And the rib cage, this is the rib cage. So this rib cage protects the heart and lungs. Main function is to protect soft and delicate organs in our body. And very important and main function of the skeletal system is to protect the soft and delicate organs that are present in our body. See children, the skeleton gives shape to the human body. Just as a building would collapse if its basic framework is not in a proper place or not made in a proper way. The same way, the human body would collapse without the skeletal system. However, the building will collapse without the proper framework or basic framework. The same way, our body would also collapse if the skeletal system is not there. Means our body would collapse without the skeletal system. And that's why the skeletal system is important for us. Because whatever activities we are doing or we can do, that are because of the skeletal system only. Understood all of you? So let's repeat once again. The main organs that form our skeletal system are bones of different shapes and sizes. The skeletal system is made up of bones. It gives shape to the body and supports it. It helps us to move. The skeleton protects other organs of the body. For example, the skull protects the brain and the rib cage protects the heart and lungs. And the main function of the skeletal system is to protect soft and delicate organs in our body. Next organ system is digestive system. Children, our body needs energy to do work, and this energy we get from the food that we eat. Have you ever wondered what happens to the food that we eat? The food that we eat is broken down by our body into simpler pieces. And the process by which the body breaks down the food into simpler pieces is known as digestion. Understood all of you? Our body needs food to do different activities, and the food that we eat is broken down into simpler pieces, and the process by which the body breaks down the food into simpler pieces is known as digestion. And this digested food provides our body with energy. And because of the energy, we can do various activities. Understood all of you? Now let's see first the organs that includes in our digestive system. So let's see the main organs that are mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and anus. These all organs form our digestive system. See here, our mouth. Then this is the food pipe. This is stomach. After that, small intestine. Then large intestine and anus. These all organs form or make up our digestive system. So let's see the function of each organ in our digestive system. First organ is mouth. Food is chewed and softens in the mouth. See children, we can eat our food through the mouth. The process, or we can say the process of digestion begins from the mouth. Okay, because we eat food through our mouth. Then in mouth, with the help of the teeth, our food is chewed or broken down into smaller pieces. And inside our mouth, whatever juice is present, it is called as a saliva. So this saliva get mixed with the food and it softens the food. Because of the saliva, the food get softens. This food then can be swallowed. Then that soft food is swallowed. Next organ is food pipe. The softened food is a passage through the food pipe to stomach. Children, this is the food pipe, and this food pipe connects our mouth and stomach together. Okay, the food pipe connects the mouth and stomach. The small or softened food is passes through this food pipe into our stomach. Our stomach is a small sac that holds food inside it. Okay. So the next organ is stomach. Now let's see. Digestive juices in the stomach mixes with the food to form paste. It then passes into the small intestine. Children, digestive juices, whatever digestive juices present in our stomach, that mixes with the food and it forms a paste. Means the food turns into the form of a paste. And then this paste or softened food is passes into the small intestine. Okay. Softened food, or we can say the mashed food, is passes from the stomach to the small intestine. Now, small intestine is another organ in our digestive system. So, let's see the function of small intestine. Most digestion and absorption of the food occur in the small intestine. Here in small intestine again, the digestive juices that are mixed with the food and most of the digestion or the process of digestion is completed in the small intestine here, because absorption of food also occur in the small intestine and digestion also is occur in this small intestine. So it is given most digestion and absorption of the food occur in the small intestine. Then the next organ is the large intestine. Water is absorbed from the undigested food in a large intestine. As I said, the process of digestion is completed in the small intestine. So whatever food or nutrients from the food our body needs, that are absorbed by the blood in the small intestine here, and then the undigested food, that is passed from the small intestine to the large intestine. In large intestine, from the undigested food, only the water is absorbed and the rest of the undigested food then is passed to the anus. So what happens in anus? The waste is thrown out through the anus. So the undigested food is unwanted food or waste material that is thrown out of our body through the anus. Okay, in the form of a waste, the undigested food is thrown out of the body. So our digestive system begins with our mouth. The food is chewed and softened by mixing with saliva in our mouth. Then through the food pipe, the food is passed into the stomach. In stomach, other digestive juices mixes with the food and forms the paste, and this paste or food is then passes to the small intestine. In small intestine, most of the digestion and absorption of the food occurs. Here in small intestine, the nutrients that are absorbed from the small intestine, the blood from the small intestine, and then the undigested food is passes to the large intestine from the small intestine. Then in large intestine, only the water is absorbed from the undigested food by this large intestine, and The undigested food is then passes to anus, and through the anus, the undigested food or waste material is thrown out of our body. So this is how digestion occurs in our body. Main function of a digestive system is to break down and to digest the food that we eat so that our body or we get energy to work and play. So the food we eat, that is broken down into smaller and simpler pieces, and to digest the food is the main function of the digestive system. Here you have given the flow chart. With the help of flow chart also we can explain in a short. The food we eat through our mouth. In mouth the food is chewed and softened with the help or by mixing the food with saliva. Then through the food pipe the food is passes to the stomach. In stomach the digestive juices mixes with the food and forms the paste, and this paste or that paste form of a food is passes into the small intestine, and the process of digestion completes in the small intestine because the nutritional components are absorbed by the blood in the small intestine here, and the undigested food is passes to the large intestine. In large intestine the water is absorbed and the undigested food is then passes to the anus, and through the anus the undigested or waste material is thrown out of our body. Now let's study about respiratory system. Our next organ system is respiratory system. Let's see the main organs that form our respiratory system, that are nose, windpipe and lungs. See, you can see in the diagram, the organs that form our respiratory system are nose, then this is a windpipe and this is our lungs. So, nose, windpipe and lungs form our respiratory system. Now let's see the function of each organ. Nose. We breathe in air through our nose. See children, our body needs air to live, and especially our body needs oxygen gas to live. So the air or the oxygen gas, whatever we need to live, that we breathe in through our nose. Okay. The air we breathe in contains the or has a oxygen in it. So this oxygenated air we breathe in through our nose, and the process of breathing in or taking in air into the body is called as inhalation. Understood all of you? Whatever air we take in our body through the nose, that process is known as inhalation. Okay? Now, the next organ is a windpipe. Oxygenated air is passed by a windpipe into lungs. See children, respiratory system. This system helps us to take in oxygen from the air. And as I said, when we breathe in air or when we breathe air from our surrounding, that enters into our body through the nose. And this process of taking in or breathing in air into our body is known as a inhalation. I also said that the inhaled air, whatever air we breathe in, that contains oxygen. So this oxygenated air is carried by a windpipe into our lungs. The oxygenated air is carried through this windpipe into our lungs. Okay. Now in lungs, what happens to the air? Just see. Oxygen is absorbed and sent to all parts of the body. See children, in lungs, the oxygen is absorbed from the inhaled air. Whatever oxygenated air is carried from this windpipe into lungs. So from that inhaled air, the oxygen is absorbed by these lungs. Okay. This oxygen goes into the blood and then is carried to all parts of the body. So the oxygen, whatever is absorbed by the lungs, that is mixes or goes into our blood and then it is carried to all parts of our body through the lungs. Then the lungs also give out the air that contains carbon dioxide gas. That carbon dioxide gas, whatever the air contains the carbon dioxide gas, that air also is sent out or give out of our body through the nose only. So that process of breathing out or giving out the air that contains carbon dioxide is called as a exhalation. Understood all of you? The process through which we take or breathe in air is called as a inhalation, and the process in which the air that contains carbon dioxide giving out or breathing out through the nose only is called as a exhalation. Understood all of you? Inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation means take in or breathe in air, and exhalation means give out or breathe out the air. Now children, when we breathe in air through our nose, if you see in our nose, there are small hair in our nose, and these hairs are known as a silica, and this silica also perform an important function for us. What silica does? This hair means silica in our nose prevents dust and germs from entering the body. Means silica filters the air that is going to enter in our body. Understood all of you? So this is how the air goes into the windpipe and finally enters into the lungs. Through the nose, we take in or breathe in air, and then it goes into the windpipe, and finally through the windpipe, the air enters into our lungs. And children, when the air enters in our lungs, the lungs expands. Understood? This is why the chest also expands. You can have an experiment about that. You just put your hand on your chest and take a deep breath. When you breathe in, See, what do you feel? Your chest expands. Now you breathe out slowly and observe what happens. Does your chest expand or relax? When you breathe out the air slowly, does your chest expands or you feel relaxed? If you want to check, you can do one activity. Let's see what activity you have to do. Children, you have to take one balloon. Okay, and that balloon you have to put in the plastic bag. Now hold both of them together, means balloon also and plastic bag also you have to hold together, but you have to blow the air only into the balloon. See what you will observe. When you blow the air into the balloon expands. But along with the balloon, the plastic bag also expands. And this is how our chest expands when air fills our lungs. Understood all of you about respiratory system? Let's see once again. Main organs in the respiratory system are nose, windpipe and lungs. Through the nose we breathe in air. In windpipe, the oxygenated air is passed by this windpipe into our lungs. Then in lungs, oxygen is absorbed and sent to all parts of the body and also gives out the air that contains carbon dioxide through the body. And the main function of the respiratory system is it helps the body to use the air that we breathe. Understood all of you? Let's study about the next organ system, and that is circulatory system. Let's see the main organs that form circulatory system are heart, blood and blood vessels. See children, circulatory system is formed by heart, blood and blood vessel. So let's see the function of each organ. First one, heart. It acts like a pump and transports the blood to all parts of the body. See children, you can see here in the diagram. This is our heart. And the size of our heart is as the size of our fist. Understood all of you? And our heart is located in the chest. See, you can see here. The heart is located in our chest. Now, the next organ is blood vessels. Blood is carried to different parts of the body through it. You can see here, these are the blood vessels. And blood vessels are the thin tube through which the blood flows. Okay? Blood vessels are thin tube through which the blood flows. The heart pumps the blood into the blood vessels. And these blood vessels then carry the blood to all parts of the body and also bring back the blood to the heart. See children, the heart pumps the blood and then the blood vessels carry the blood to all parts of the body. Even these blood vessels also bring back the blood to the heart. Now you can see in the picture here. These are the blood vessels. Some are red and some are blue. So these blue arteries or blood vessels, that indicates that deoxygenated blood is carried in veins. Blue blood vessels or blue arteries indicates that deoxygenated blood is carried in veins. And the red arteries indicates that oxygenated blood is carried in veins. Understood all of you? Blue arteries indicates that deoxygenated blood is carried in veins, and the red arteries indicates that oxygenated blood is carried in veins. Understood all of you? So let's see the main function now. The main function of a circulatory system is to carry blood throughout the body to carry the nutrients and oxygen to other organs. The main function of the circulatory system is to carry the blood throughout the body and also to carry the nutrients and oxygen to other organs. So this is all about circulatory system. Let's see once again. Main organs that forms circulatory system are heart, blood and blood vessel. Heart, it acts like a pump and transports the blood to all parts of the body. Blood vessels carries the blood to different parts of the body through it. And the main function of the circulatory system is to carry the blood throughout the body and also to carry the nutrients and oxygen to other organs. Now let's study about excretory system. Excreta means waste. Children, excreta means waste. So, through this system, the waste material is thrown out of our body because many different processes like breathing, digestion and circulation takes place inside our body, and all these processes produce certain waste material that is not needed for our body. So this waste material has to be removed out or thrown out of our body, and through this system the waste material is removed out of our body. So let's see the organs that make up our excretory system are lungs, kidneys and skin. The lungs, kidneys and skin are the main organs of the excretory system. Now let's see the function of a lungs. Lungs remove carbon dioxide. Means the lungs throw out carbon dioxide during exhalation. When we breathe out the air, that time the carbon dioxide gas is thrown out of our body through the lungs. Then the next organ is kidneys. Kidneys throw out liquid waste, that is urine, from the body. See children, you can see here, this is our kidney and we have two kidneys here. The kidneys are two bean-shaped organs. If you will see the shape of our kidney, it is like a bean. Okay, and these kidneys keep the blood clean by throwing out the waste material in the form of a urine. And these kidneys clean our blood by throwing the waste material in the form of a urine. Okay? The next organ is a skin. The skin throws out sweat. Sweat is nothing but excess water and salt, and they form the sweat. Sweat is the excess water and salt. So this excess water and salt thrown out of our body through the skin. Understood all of you? Now the main function of the excretory system is to get rid of all the waste that gets formed inside the body. So whatever waste is formed inside our body during the processes like breathing, digestion, circulation, that process means that waste is thrown out of the body by the excretory system. Understood all of you? So let's see once again. Main organs of the excretory system are lungs, kidneys and skin. Lungs remove the carbon dioxide. Kidneys throw out liquid waste, that is urine, from the body, and skin throws out the sweat from our body. And the main function is to get rid of all the waste material that gets formed inside the body. Now, the last organ system that we are going to study about is reproductive system. See children, all the organs are included in reproductive system. The reproductive system helps the living organism to produce their young ones of their own kind. As we have studied about reproduction. Reproduction means to produce the young ones or to give birth to the young ones of own kind. So this reproductive system includes all organs. Male and female have different organs and systems. Male have different reproductive organs and female have different reproductive organs and their systems. Male reproductive system has different organs and female reproductive system has different organs. Okay, so the main function of this system is to continue the life. Means this system is needed for the continuity of the life. Like babies grow up and they look similar to their parents. Again, from the babies, when they will grow up, they will become parents. So this way the life will continue. Okay, so reproductive system helps for the continuity of the life. So here we have studied about all the organ system that are given in your chapter. What systems we have studied? We have first studied about skeletal system. Then we have studied about digestive system. Then circulatory system. Then excretory system. And lastly, we have studied about reproductive system. I hope all of you understood about all these organ systems. So children, this is how our body, a wonderful machine, works continuously to keep us alive, healthy and active. And it is our duty to take care of each of the body part or organs and organ systems of our body. So, here are some ways by which we can take care of our body, organs and organ system. So, let's see. Take calcium rich food like milk, cheese and other milk products that are necessary for healthy bones and skeletal system. Children, calcium is a very important mineral for our bones and for our teeth. So, we have to take always calcium rich food, means the food items that contain calcium in it, like milk, cheese and other milk products. They contain a lot of calcium. So, this calcium rich food we have to take always, so that it will make, or the calcium makes our bones, our teeth and our skeletal system strong. Okay? Then always keep right posture while sitting, standing and bending, which prevents damage to the bones and skeletal system. Children, having calcium rich food is not enough simply. But whenever we sit, we stand, bend, that time we have to follow the right posture, so that it will prevent the damage of bones and automatically it will prevent the damage of skeletal system also. If you will not stand straight, obviously your knees will bend. If you will not sit properly, your back will bend. So this will damage your bones and automatically to your skeletal system. Okay? Then take fiber rich food such as fruits and vegetables, which keeps the digestive system healthy and also helps the excretory system function properly. Children, fiber or fibrous food is very important for us. And vegetables, fruits, these are the fiber rich food items which helps for the smooth functioning of our digestive system, and also it helps, means fibrous food helps to throw out the waste material from our body. So this fibrous food helps for the smooth functioning of digestive system, as well as it keeps our digestive system healthy, and also it helps the excretory system to throw out the waste material from the body. Then breathing exercises improve lung function and give us healthy respiratory system. However, fibrous food helps or helps to function the digestive system smoothly, as well as it gives us rid. It helps to get rid of. It helps to get rid of the waste material from our body. Means it helps excretory system, through which our body thrown out the waste material, and this waste material is thrown out after having fibrous rich food. So the same way, for keeping our respiratory system strong, we have to do certain breathing exercises also. And these exercises improve the lung function because the lungs takes the oxygenated air, and this oxygenated air is passed through the all parts of our body by these lungs. So because of the breathing exercises, the lungs also function smoothly or improve in the lung function, and our respiratory system is also kept healthy by following the breathing exercises. Then regular exercise and physical activity is essential for the smooth functioning of all the organs. And see children, nowadays you are continuously learning or studying just by sitting on and copying through the mobiles or laptops or computers. You have no time to go outside and you are not having any exercise, but physical exercises are very important for the smooth functioning of all the organs. If you will go out and play certain outdoor games, that your organs will get certain exercise. Means you have to always do the physical exercise that helps for the smooth function of all the organs. So children, we have to follow all these activities so that our body, our organs and organ systems will function smoothly, and they will keep us healthy and active always. Understood? So here we learned about how to take care of our body, organs and organ system. See children, you have given some tips that will help you to keep fit and healthy. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are fiber-rich food, and fiber-rich food helps to remove out the waste from our body. So we have to eat more and more fruits and vegetables. After that, choose water as a drink. See children, you have to drink 6 to 8 glasses of water every day because water helps in a digestion of a food. So instead of drinking any other drink, you choose water as a drink. Then eat fewer snacks and more of healthier options. Instead of eating junk food, you have to eat more and more healthy food. Then turn off the TV, video games and computers and get some exercise. Instead of watching the TV continuously or playing video games or computer games, better you go out and play some outdoor games and get some physical exercise, because these physical exercises helps in the smooth functioning of all the organs. So children, we have to always follow these tips to keep ourselves fit and healthy.